I'm saying?
He's Moses.
I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. He said a prayer for 8 minutes.
All right, so he's DMX.
They hit him with
Make
the
your point.
Okay,
if you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that.
That's
when
not
he said
true.
mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that fucked me up when I was watching the documentary, and it said they want a tall guy like me. When I looked at that image of him, this tall black dude with the bald head, he reminded me of somebody else. Who do you think he reminded me of? Virgil. He reminded me of Virgil.
Let's quickly get in this bitch real quick because the chat just went off.
So man, MTR broke it down.
Knee on the neck. Good afternoon. The Floyd family has enlisted the assistance of the following independent examiners. Can you guys see this? There you go.
Listen.
There goes the names of the medical examiners right there. Dr. Baden and Dr. Wilson have been unable to complete their final reports as we are still awaiting Data Practices Act. Responses and requests for microscopic slides, pictures, and other evidence gathered during Dr. Baker's initial autopsy of Mr. Floyd. So apparently they did 2 different autopsies, is what I'm reading right here. All right? From their autopsies, Dr. Baden and Dr. Wilson came to the following findings that were summarized as of June 1st, 2020. All right? The cause of death. Mr. Floyd died of traumatic asphyxia due to compression of his neck and back during the restraint by police. Manner of death. Homicide as seen in the scene video and confirmed at autopsy. Okay? The pressure on the neck interfered with blood flow to his brain and airflow to and from his lungs. The pressure on the only reason I'm saying that is because I was just surprised when I said that in the video it looked like there was a knee on his damn neck. And the chat just blew up talking about, well, how do you know that? You weren't even there. But I'm looking at the autopsy report. Yeah, sure. I wasn't there.
You don't need to be there. We saw the video. Like
the report.
Oh, my man spitting facts, yo.
The pressure on the neck interfered with the blood flow to his brain and the airflow to and from his lungs. The pressure on his back while in a prone position prevented his diaphragm from moving, so he couldn't inhale. The cause of death is consistent with what we saw in the video. All right, number 2, Dr. Wilson. Second autopsy, the cause of death, asphyxia due to neck and back compression led to the lack of blood flow to the brain.
There you go.
Mechanical asphyxia defined as physical force that interferes with breathing or delivery of oxygen to the organs. In this case, the physical force was neck and chest compression. Based on the video, the position of the knee in the video, there was pressure to the carotid artery of the neck that led to cerebral anoxia. Cerebral anoxia is the lack of appropriate blood flow to the brain. Weight on the back, handcuffs, position were contributing factors because it impaired the ability of the diaphragm to function. You know what? I don't know if this may just be one autopsy.
And there's 2 different autopsies that was done by Dr. Michael Baden and Dr. Alessia Wilson. So when Kanye says dumb shit like this, it's I don't know. Like it's I had to really sleep on this and really get my thoughts together before I really like recorded a reaction to that. But MTR pretty much just broke it down exactly. I mean, because how the hell you gonna sit there and say that the knee wasn't on the neck, and you're doing this based off of a documentary that you saw with that Candace Owens did. And yeah, like what she's talking about with BLM and their tax records and everything. Okay, yeah, it's very questionable how they're spending their money. But when you go and and that's the one thing that immediately set me off about her was the fact that, she like talks so much shit about this man and it's ridiculous, yo. But no, like then now Kanye, you want to get involved with this? All right, guess what? Now both of y'all gonna have to pay because now the what came out recently on I think it was on TMZ, but the Floyd family is now openly suing y'all. They're openly suing Candace Owens and Kanye West. And you know what? Y'all should have just quit while y'all was ahead, because Candace Owens has been saying this outlandish shit for 2 years now, and then she had she's been screaming it from the mountaintops. She's been, regardless of what she says, whether saying he didn't deserve to die, but when you say he didn't deserve to die and then immediately compound that with, but he was a criminal, yeah, that's kind of trying to justify. That's kind of telling us that we shouldn't care about the fact that he died, therefore trying to justify it. But yeah, and you know what? Quite frankly, you know, the Floyd family suing y'all is probably the second worst thing that should happen to y'all. Like, actually, y'all should be thankful. Well, Candace Owens should definitely be thankful that she's only being sued, because if I was a member of the Floyd family, I would have doxed and had her ass dragged by now. Like, that's like, yo, like some of the shit that she was saying, like, you need to have your ass whooped for. But in any case, yeah, like, no, like I hope they take their ass to the cleaners. Seriously. Like, and yeah, on the same episode of Drink Champs, you know, it was exposed that you were the richest black man in America, or richest black man in history. I'm sorry. So yeah, now you're gonna have to deal with that. And yeah, they gonna hit y'all up like Tupac. You can't, like, it's sort of true how, like, when you're in a certain class of people, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But, you know, it also depends on, like, what your respect. That only goes but for so long. Because when you got deep pockets, you know, if you say the wrong thing, it's easy to go in them motherfuckers. I'm just saying. But yeah, like the whole time with Republicans, and they were saying and it wasn't, and I'm not even gonna put that on Republicans. It was just two people in general that I know of, because I've seen this shit and I've heard what they said. But you know, with them, like, basically calling the death a farce. By the way, y'all probably should have learned from Alex Jones that, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, because then families kind of get pissed off and they have to suffer. But yo, like, fact of the matter is that when you do shit like this, yo, it's very insensitive. And you know, when you say the shit that y'all been saying, like calling the man fentanyl Floyd, and like, yo, look, okay, so if he took fentanyl, let's just say he took fentanyl and he had it in his system, that didn't cause him to die. As you just heard from the fucking medical report, the official document that was just read, he died from asphyxia. Cause, effect. Like I said, I can't punch somebody in the chest, regardless of whether they provoked me, regardless of how the fight started. If I punch somebody in the chest and they have a heart attack, and basically they have a medical history that says they had a heart condition, I can't blame that on the heart condition. I can't say, well, no, I didn't kill him. It was the heart condition that killed him. No, I caused the heart attack. If I punch somebody in the chest and they have a heart attack, I caused it. So no, like, you know, this fucking narrative is ridiculous. And you know what? I understand that you wanted to go so hard against Black Lives Matter, the organization, that you like clung onto this this narrative, and like a pit bull, you just refuse to let it go. I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a multitude of things you could have gone after them for. This was probably something you was better off just shutting the fuck up on. Like, seriously. Well, but you know, hey, y'all was warned several times because Kanye was scolded, Candace was scolded, Brandon Tatum was scolded. Well, I don't know if he was scolded, but I definitely heard he definitely tagged on to this. I think it's a little 3-way thing going with them three. So I don't know, but in any case, yeah. So, but yeah, like making fun of the man, giving the man nicknames, calling him Fentanyl Floyd. Look, y'all gotta just step back and acknowledge the fact that regardless of what the motive was, somebody died, and it's not the fact that they hoisted him up as a martyr because they said, all right, we're gonna pick this guy to be the face of it. Matter of fact, when Kanye just said that he just said that Floyd said before he died that they want a tall guy like me. Are you implying that he was sacrificed? Kanye? Are you implying that he was sacrificed? Are you got some skeletons you want to talk about, buddy? But that's a topic for a whole nother video. But but bottom line is there's you got to pick your battles, and like this wasn't it. And you yelled and you yelled and you yelled and you thought silence was compliance. Now y'all gonna pay the price for it. So the Floyd family is openly considering suing Kanye West and Candace Owens. George Floyd's death was not a farce. You can see in the video that Chauvin put his entire body weight, because his feet was off the ground. They showed that in the video and they showed it in court. So it was proven in court by a jury of his peers, a judge, lawyers, prosecutors, all that shit. And yeah, for you to say that was ridiculous. You know what? I said at first, I said we need to put this dude on Freddy Krueger status. Not die in my sleep, Freddy Krueger, but you know how they got rid of Freddy if the first time was they pretended that he didn't exist. Because fear, he only has as much power as you give him if you fear him or whatever. But yeah, in any case, yeah, like that. But hey, you know what? Hey, I hope the Floyd family gets everything that they deserve and more, because you need to learn that you can't say fucked up shit. Y'all didn't learn. Like I said, Alex Jones had to find out. Now y'all gonna find out. In any case, that's it. That's my thoughts on it. I'm out. I mean, yeah. If you don't like it, fuck you, I guess. I don't know.